is an image that is hard to forget and one that we're seeing more and more often across the country.
Parents holding tightly to their children after tragedy strikes their school. Well, new at 10, Danica Lewis tells us how Sauk County schools are preparing for the aftermath of that kind of crisis.
Getting hundreds of students out of the hallways of Baraboo High School during a crisis is one thing, but to get them home safely and with the people they're supposed to be with is quite another. That's what a plan here and at districts around Sauk County is now focusing on. From door to ceiling, student safety is all around, but the thought of disaster.
Honestly, it's a thought that keeps me up at night.
But to turn mass evacuation into all kids accounted for and home safely.
We as responders have the duty and responsibility to take chaos and cursing and turn it into control.
We hope's not a plan, and we didn't have a plan in place that I felt comfortable with.
So Sauk County Emergency Management Director Jeff Jelinek got to work, calling police departments and schools that lived through crisis and focusing on getting families back together.
I realized it was something that was pretty huge that there really wasn't much out there for.
The resulting reunification plan is adaptable to any hazard, from a gas leak to a school shooting.
If we're not playing that what-if game before it happens, we're going to be losing and way behind when the event happens.
There would be pat-down searches to make sure a dangerous situation didn't become more dangerous. And kids would be matched up with their legal guardians using school records and a Post-it note system.
It's not something where they're going to be able to show up at the site and, automatically claim their child.
That's how we have our accountability of who left with who.
It's something that is going to unfold over the course of hours.
We just got to educate the parents on what the process is going to be.
Reuniting mom, dad, and student in the emotional aftermath of disaster.
You care about them and you care about your community, and that's why it's so important.
After training about 500 faculty and staff members last week on the plan itself, the goal is now to practice the reunification process in each individual school sometime in the near future. For WISC News 3, I'm Danica Lewis.